Hello everyone, hope everyone's doing good today. First of all, I just want to say thank you for all the subscribers and likes and comments and all the feedbacks that I gotten on my videos. I really do appreciate that. So today's video, I decided to do an experiment on my cactus cuttings. So this experiment had to do with this beautiful aloe vera that I have in front of me. So I was watching this very interesting video on YouTube where this guy had a freshly cut cactus cutting and he added some aloe vera gel to the bottom of the cutting, and then he planted the cactus straight onto the soil. So what he says on his video is that the aloe vera gel helped his cactus root a lot faster. Now what I found interesting about his video is that when I have my cactus cutting, I let them callus over and then I plant them onto the soil. If not, they'll just rot. And in his video, he just added the aloe vera and just planted straight to the soil. So I want to see if I add the aloe vera, would it help it not to rot? And well, if it help it to give out roots a lot faster. So that's the experiment for today. Okay, so now I'm just gonna cut this piece of aloe vera. It's pretty thick. I'm gonna make sure it has enough gel. See, that's the gel right there that we're gonna try to get. So I'm gonna cut the edges. Just cut it right here. And then just cut this other edge. And then I'm gonna cut the upper layer. Just be careful, because this gel is very slimy and slippery. You could cut yourself. You see how it's kind of slimy. This is the gel that I'm gonna use. Okay, so here I have this San Pedro that I'm gonna use in this experiment. Make sure my knife is clean. So I'm just gonna cut this little piece off. As you can see, it's nice and green, fresh cut. So I'm gonna use this San Pedro. So for this experiment, instead of just using one cactus, I'm gonna use 3 cactus. Let's see what happens. I just don't want to use one, because if it dies, then I don't want to be like, oh, it doesn't work. Or if it does work on just one cactus, I don't want to just say, well, it works for every cactus. So I'm gonna use 3 cactus in this experiment. I'm gonna use this Mertele cactus and a Mexican fence post cactus and a San Pedro. Okay, so I have the soil ready. Now we're gonna get some of the gel. Just cut this piece off. So that's the gel we're gonna use. And this is the Mexican fence post cactus. You can see it's a fresh cut, nice and green. So I'm just gonna add the gel on the bottom. Make sure I get it all in there. And I'm just gonna stick it straight onto the soil. Okay, so that's the first one. Now the Mertele cactus. As you can see, nice and fresh cut, nice and green. So we're gonna add some of the gel. Just make sure I rub it all. Okay, so I got the gel on it. Add some more to it. Put the one straight to the soil. Now this soil is completely dried. I'm making sure it's not wet, and I'm not gonna water this soil. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just not gonna water it. I'm just gonna leave the soil nice and dry. Because if I water it, then it was probably just rot with the water. So I want to make sure it's completely dried. So this is San Pedro. I'm putting some aloe vera on it. So I'll stick this one straight onto the soil. I should just make a little hole and dig it in, but oh well. Just put some of the soil on it, make it look nice. And there, it's a nice little pot with 3 cactus. It's pretty cute. So now we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens. If I start seeing anything raw, then I'll just make another part of this video. Well, I have some bad news. My San Pedro is already starting to rot. It's only been 2 weeks. As you can see right here, this little brown spots right here. All of this is starting to rot. The metallic cactus, that one looks pretty good right now. And the Mexican fence post cactus, that one is good as well. So it's not looking so good for my little experiment that I'm doing right now. But we still have 2 left. And I'm gonna see if I could try to, well, I don't think I'm gonna be able to, but I'm gonna cut it, see if I'm able to save it still. Let's see if I still have enough cactus to save it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is just cut the bottom part off where it started to rot. Let's see. Okay. So you have to first see that if you don't have any rot going on, and it looks pretty clean. It's nice and white. So hopefully I'm able to save this little piece. Now let me show you guys how it starts to look when it's rotting. See? So hopefully I'm able to save this little piece. So now I'm just gonna wait for this to callus over, and I'm actually gonna keep going with my experiment. So now that it's gonna be calloused over, that's when I'm gonna put some of the aloe vera on top of it. Let's see if it works that way now. So hopefully we can save it. So I have some good news. The San Pedro cutting that was rotting, I was able to save it. As you can see, it's already nice and callous. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the aloe vera, and I'm gonna put some on here. Make sure I get it all on. Okay, so the first time when I put these cactus in here and this one, I put it with the aloe vera still wet. So now this time I'm actually just gonna leave this to the side and let the aloe vera dry up before I put it onto the soil. Okay, so a month and a half has passed. So let's take a look and see if we see any changes. And just want to say that it is dormant season, so I'm not expecting too many roots, if any. But let's see what we have. Okay, so first let's go with the Mexican fence post. It still doesn't have any roots. Oh, actually it does. It has one here and one here. So it has 2 roots. Okay. It's just kind of crazy how the inside is kind of popping out. But yes, it has 2 roots. See that one and that one. So the first one was a success. Put this one back. Now let's go with the San Pedro. Look at this. The inside is pink. But it looks good. I mean, we have to remember that we had to recut this one. But wow, it looks pink. And it doesn't have any roots. But it still looks healthy. It's just pink. Okay. Well, technically it's kind of a success because it's still haven't rotted again. Okay, so let's put this one back. Now with the metallic cactus. Whoa, what's going on here? It looks like the whole inside of the metallic cactus just like kind of expand. It seems like the aloe vera just kind of sucked everything out. I don't see any roots, but yeah, I have never seen this happen. I was just sucked everything out. You can see where I did the cut, and then just the inside just kind of pushed out. Wow, it's crazy. So let's put this one back. Well, it still looks healthy, and like I said, it is dormant season, so I'm not really expecting too many growth or roots. Okay, so like I said in the beginning of this video, I saw someone put some aloe vera on their cactus, and they stated that it was gonna make them root, and you didn't have to let them calloused over before you planted them. And so with this little experiment, I mean, for this one, I mean, what he said was correct. I mean, I cut it and I just put it on the floor, I mean on the soil, and it rooted. So technically he was kind of correct. For this one, I cut it and it didn't root, but I mean it still didn't rot. So this one's kind of like a 50-50. And then this one did rot on me, but it's still healthy. And remember, we let this one calloused over, and then I added the aloe vera again. So I kind of think that if you do want to add some aloe vera, I think the best things to do is kind of like this one, where you just cut it, let it calloused over, and then you put some aloe vera, and then you just kind of let the aloe vera dry up before you put it on the soil. Even though it kind of did work, it's not 100% that's gonna work all the time. I mean, nothing is, but you know, sometimes if you get a very expensive cactus, you just kind of don't want to take too much risk. So I kind of think that the best thing to do is just let it callus, and if you want to add some aloe vera to it, then put some on. Or I was thinking as well, when you cut it, put some aloe vera, and then just let it both dry up before you plant it. So yeah, I will have an update video. I am gonna post this one, and then later on I'll just make an update video, hopefully get these two to start rooting. Well, thank you for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you.